What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I wanted to go over a book. The video prior to this one, I forgot to mention this one in the stack of books I read. How I forgot is crazy to me because I absolutely love this book and I absolutely want to pursue some sort of degree in church history if it presents itself. Right now, my degree is for biblical studies with a concentration in pastoral ministry, but at some point in my life, God willing, I'd love to pursue church history. This was amazing, primarily between the years 400 and 1400. I loved this book. It is actually going to be a course in school that I'm going to right now. It has a companion workbook with it that I haven't done yet. I just read it for fun, not the workbook. I read this book for fun. It is just, they do such a good job going in depth, talking about trying to squeeze entire church history in there. We go from, pop it open real quick. We start at the beginning, Christ and his disciples spreading the gospel. And we end in modern time, the age of technology and the spirit, 1990 and after. And I think that this is, if you're interested in church history, you should pick this up. It is an amazing piece of work by Brian L. Shelley and Marshall Shelley, the revision editor. This is the 5th edition. If they do a 6th edition, I will pick it up and read it. This was just, I should have wrote down what I wanted to say about each book as I read them, but this bad boy was just, it was an amazing piece of work. Everything it talked about, I'll read it again. I mean, I'm going to read it again, of course, when I go through it for school, but this was something that even if you're not you're not a Christian or anything, you could pick this up, and just the things that the early Christians went through are insane. Like, we know a lot of people know the history and that a lot of them were martyrs and stuff like that, but you have no idea what they really went through. These people were persecuted like you wouldn't believe, and a lot of Christians around the world still being persecuted today. But the early Christians, man, I don't know what to say. This book was just, it was something else. And like I said, when you get to between the years 400 and 1400, I really love that. I love a lot, like Charlemagne. I really liked reading about what he did, and I think I'll probably look for more of him. The history of the Orthodox Church is super interesting. The conversion of the empire, that was a pretty good chapter. I'm not going to go too in depth because mainly I can't remember. I've read several books since then, but I do remember that this book was just an amazing piece of work, and I just couldn't get enough. Like, you got the Sage of Ages, Augustine of Hippo. It was such a great little piece. The Christian Roman Empire, it was great reading about, I mean, a lot of the stuff. And another thing they do in this book, let me see if I can find one. That's a male. There's a lot of little boxes, little profiles of faith, or what they're called, and a majority of them were females, were women of their time in the time frame, where whichever your chapter is talking about, because each chapter focuses on a different era. And they gave us a little side story there, not a story, but a little side piece of history about some of the women in the earlier days of the church, and I found that pretty awesome. Just a quick video, mainly because I can't believe I forgot this in my stack. Like, that blows my mind because this book is so good, and this will be the first, even though this wasn't the first book I read, this will be the first single, like, quick review, as I'm calling them, video. This is amazing. I can't wait to start my class on it in school. I got a few more subjects I want to complete before I get to this one. And I can't say enough. I had a great time reading this. You should definitely pick it up if you're interested. I'll read the back to you real quick to end the video. Bruce Shelley's History of the Church brings the story of global Christianity into the 21st century. For this 5th edition, Marshall Shelley assembled a team of historians, historical theologians, and editors to revise and update his father's classic text. The new edition adds important stories of development of Christianity in Asia, India, and Africa, both in the early church as well as in the 20th century and 21st centuries, and highlights It highlights the stories of women and non-Europeans who significantly influenced the development of Christianity, but whose contributions are often overlooked in overviews of church history. So, yeah, can't say enough. That's the video. Thank you all for being here, and God bless.